The same but different. The same but different. What's up guys, Lou here, back with another video, and today we're going to take a closer look at the Galaxy S6 Edge. In my previous video I unboxed the standard S6, so I'll also be doing a comparison in this video here. You can check out the differences in form factor. Otherwise, you're looking at a fairly similar device. Yes, the Edge does have some extra functionality, but it's not too much. We'll go ahead and get inside the box and I'll give you guys a closer look and let you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the first thing you'll notice as you crack open the lid is the device itself and its striking appearance as it curves around each edge. One of the few hardware differences between the S6 Edge and the S6, besides the Edge, is the battery. It's a little bit bigger in the Edge version, but that's not going to make much of a difference in battery life. Performance-wise, you're dealing with the same octa-core processor as the standard S6. You're essentially paying a little bit more money here for the design. If you are a big fan of this very slim side here, and possibly the notification improvements that come through having this edge-lit portion. But the weird thing about that improvement, if you want to call it that, is that you need to have your display facing down on the table to take advantage of the notification bar that illuminates the edge of the device and therefore the table. But who places their phone face down on a table? Moving around the device, you can see you have your power lock switch in this location right here. On the other side, you have your volume buttons up and down. On the bottom, you have your headphone jack, micro USB speaker, and microphone. And on the top, in this case, is where you're gonna have your SIM card tray, unlike the S6, which puts that on the side, as well as that IR blaster. So once again, this can work as a remote control if you wanna use it that way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the standard S6 here and put them beside each other so you can see just how much slimmer the Edge version looks. Now it's actually not that much thinner. This is more of a visual trick as this thing sort of slims out towards the edge. Edge, how many times am I gonna say edge in this video? I think I just took a picture, by the way. I took 2 pictures. I'm taking pictures on the S6 right now. With any Samsung flagship phone, you should expect to see performance that's on the high end of the spectrum. These octa-core processors are no joke. These have fantastic cameras as well. Low light performance for the cameras has been improved significantly. You have a much bigger aperture on this lens, which is also going to provide a shallow depth of field that you may or may not be looking for. Other items in the box, fairly predictable here. You have your USB cable, your power brick, capable of that quick charging, which I will be testing in an upcoming video. You've also got your nice little headset there, and that pretty much wraps it up. One thing I want to mention right now, I'm going to go on a little bit of a mini rant. My version of the S6 Edge, as well as the S6, are unbranded on the back as well as the front. How nice is that? No yucky logo from the telco. This device is going to cost you more money, and it'll essentially perform exactly the same way as the standard Galaxy S6. But if you find this appearance to be compelling, then who knows, maybe you'll gravitate towards the Edge. The fingerprint sensor is much improved. I showed that off in my S6 unboxing video. Now this Edge portion here allows you to put your favorite contacts in this location, so you can have easy access to the people you communicate with most. Other than that, you've just got some extra notification capabilities, as I talked about earlier in the video. Now I think a big conversation with both of these devices is gonna be around battery life. They don't look like fantastic battery performers. So far, S5 battery numbers are showing significantly better performance than the battery numbers on these. I'll be testing that over the next little period, and I'll get back to you guys on Twitter and let you know what my findings are. My Twitter handle, as you'd expect, is @UnboxTherapy. Now, since the S6 Edge is completely covered in glass, just like the standard S6, you might want to think about throwing a skin on your device. In the previous S6 video, I showed you a leather-like skin from D-Brand, but they do other options as well. Check out this carbon fiber one, which is actually one of my favorites on the S6 Edge right here. If you want to check it out for yourself, I'll drop a link down in the description. There's one more thing I want to mention about both of these devices. Samsung has actually pulled back and toned down TouchWiz quite a bit, which I'm a fan of. Those of you who have been following me for a while, you know my preference is stock Android, so when a manufacturer goes crazy on the skin, kind of gets under my goes crazy on the skin. It gets under my skin. It gets under my skin when they get crazy with their skins. That's what gets under my skin. Before I take off from this video, I want to mention real quick, I've been doing live broadcasts on a new app called Periscope. If you haven't seen those or heard about them, you should definitely check out the app and check out my broadcasts. Add me. I'll put all the details down in the description. If you're an Android user, you're probably upset because there is no app for Android yet. But if you follow me on Twitter, you won't miss a live broadcast because you can actually watch them via the web browser. So even if you're on Android, you should be okay. Just follow me on Twitter and you'll see a tweet go out whenever it is that I go live. But let me know in the comments, which do you prefer? Which would it be for you? Would it be the standard S6 or the S6 Edge? And quick teaser, which one bends easier?